In this video, we'll be covering the 3 worst MBTI personality matchups and why. Number 3, ISFJ and ESTP. The ISFJ and ESTP have very different views on life, which can cause them to butt heads with one another. And they also have different love languages, making communication difficult. The ISFJ is an introvert who values quality over quantity when it comes to friendships. They prefer to have a small circle of friends who they know well, rather than a large group of acquaintances. This can be frustrating for the ESTP, who is an extrovert and loves meeting new people and trying new things. They may feel that the ISFJ is too close-minded and unwilling to try new things, which can lead to tension between them. Another source of tension is the way that each type communicates. ESTPs are direct and to the point, while ISFJs are more sensitive and may take things personally. This can cause misunderstandings and hurt feelings. For example, an ESTP may tell someone exactly what they think of them, whether or not it's something that the other person wants to hear. An ISFJ would never do this because they care too much about other people's feelings. However, this can come off as passive-aggressive to the ESTP, who just wants honesty. When it comes to love, both types can be very loyal and committed, but they express their love differently. The ISFJ will show their love through acts of service, while the ESTP will show their love through quality time spent together. This can cause issues if one partner feels like the other isn't showing them enough love. Overall, the ISFJ and ESTP have very different personalities that can clash at times. However, if they can learn to understand and appreciate each other's differences, they can form a strong bond. Number 2, ISTJ and ENFP. These 2 personality types have very different views on life. The ISTJ is a very logical and practical person who likes to plan ahead and stick to their routine. The ENFP is more of a dreamer who goes with the flow and is always looking for new experiences. This difference in lifestyle can lead to tension between the 2 personality types. Another source of tension between these 2 personality types is their different approach to decision-making. ISTJs like to take their time and weigh all of the options before making a decision. They want to make the best decision possible, and they don't want to make any mistakes. ENFPs, on the other hand, are more impulsive and go with their gut feeling. They're not afraid of making mistakes because they believe that mistakes are just opportunities to learn and grow. This difference in decision-making styles can lead to conflict, as the ISTJ may see the ENFP as being too reckless, and the ENFP may see the ISTJ as being too rigid. Communication is also difficult between these 2 personality types. ISTJs are not very emotional people, and they tend to be very direct in their communication style. They say what they mean, and they mean what they say. ENFPs, on the other hand, are very emotional people, and they tend to be more passive in their communication style. They often beat around the bush and avoid direct confrontation. This difference in communication styles can lead to misunderstandings and arguments. The ISTJ may see the ENFP as being too wishy-washy, and the ENFP may see the ISTJ as being too blunt. In terms of compatibility, it is important to note that no 2 people are alike. There are many factors that contribute to a successful relationship besides MBTI. Things such as shared interests, values, and goals play a big role as well. That being said, the ISTJ and ENFP are considered to be 2 of the most incompatible Myers-Briggs personality types. They have very different views on life, different ways of approaching problem solving, and different communication styles. All of these factors can make it difficult for these 2 personality types to get along. But, as mentioned before, there are always exceptions to the rule. Number 1, ESTJ and INFP. ESTJs are very direct and to the point with their communication style. They don't like beating around the bush or having their emotions get in the way of their decision-making. INFPs, on the other hand, are much more emotional and value their feelings and the feelings of others. This can lead to a lot of tension in a relationship because the ESTJ may come off as being insensitive or cold-hearted to the INFP, while the INFP may come off as being too wishy-washy and indecisive to the ESTJ. Another reason why these 2 personality types are not a good match is because they have very different views on the world. ESTJs are very logical and rational people who believe that decisions should be made based on facts and data. INFPs, on the other hand, are much more idealistic and believe that decisions should be made based on what is right, regardless of what the facts or data say. This difference in worldview can lead to a lot of conflict because the ESTJ may accuse the INFP of being unrealistic and out of touch with reality, while the INFP may accuse the ESTJ of being uncaring and heartless. In addition to their different communication styles and worldviews, ESTJs and INFPs also have very different approaches to problem solving. ESTJs are very logical and systematic in their approach to problem solving. They like to take a step-by-step approach and make sure that every base is covered. INFPs, on the other hand, are much more creative and intuitive in their approach to problem solving. They like to come up with innovative solutions and often think outside of the box. This difference in problem-solving styles can lead to tension because the ESTJ may see the INFP as being too unorganized and chaotic, while the INFP may see the ESTJ as being too rigid and inflexible. So overall, the ESTJ and INFP are two personality types that are not a good match. Their different communication styles, worldviews, and problem-solving approaches can all lead to tension and conflict in a relationship. However, it is important to remember that no two people are exactly alike and that there are always exceptions to the rule. Just because you are an ESTJ and your partner is an INFP does not mean that your relationship is doomed to fail. Now check out the 3 best MBTI personality match UPS. Why? Because knowing the best and worst matches can help you navigate the complexities of relationships better. Understanding how your personality type interacts with others can lead to more fulfilling connections. Remember, knowledge is power, so don't stop learning now. Keep growing, keep understanding yourself and others, and keep building meaningful connections. You might also like our other videos on the 3 personality types, who can't be trusted, and the dark side of every MBTI type. These videos will give you insight into the darker side of human nature and how it manifests in different personality types. So click on these links and continue to expand your knowledge. We appreciate your support and hope you continue to learn and grow with us. Thank you for watching.